Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this very special edition of Tuesday Night Rotor Talk Line, episode 16. See, the bigger picture event has been rescheduled. I think we'll probably talk about that tonight. How about that? How's that sound, everybody? All right, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping, so indulge me here for a second. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday here. Had a very busy day at work, which is always good because it makes the day go by very quickly. I kind of like that. So we are all doing fine here. Hope you guys are as well. Donald, Steve, Jim, welcome. Thomas, welcome. I'm going to pop out the chat here, so give me a second as we do that. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. Hope everybody had a great day today. I sure did. Wow, what news to wake up to. We're going to get to that here in just a minute. Rick Albert, welcome tonight. Steve Carpenter, Floyd Motes, David Ma, Thomas, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Okay. Couple of things first. Sunday afternoon, I spent probably roughly about an hour, maybe a little less, with Rick Smith from Drone Valley. And hey, Thomas, I got to tell you guys, he's the real deal. I'm telling you, he's even better in person than he is on video. Fantastic. Absolutely. Valerie and I just absolutely love spending time with him. He's one of my favorite people on YouTube as far as drones are concerned. His technical knowledge is fantastic. And he's just such a nice guy, just so nice. We didn't have a long opportunity to chat. He had a family obligation to it. He took time out of family business to spend an hour with us. And Valerie and I just unbelievably appreciated that. So Rick, if you're watching or if you're watching on the replay, Valerie and I want to thank you again so much. That was just a wonderful opportunity. And I'm not going to spoil it for everybody, but I did get to fly a drone, but I'm not going to tell you which one. So, and who knows, maybe you might see me on Rick's channel this week. I don't know, maybe. But there will be a video of me flying later this week on mine. So hope everybody enjoyed the interview I did with Rick. Rick's spot on with everything, just absolutely great, and answered some interesting questions. He firmly believes, and I'm going to bring this up, and I know people will go, ooh, I don't think so. He believes next year there's going to be a Spark 2. So did I get his autograph on? No, Lon. The better question is, did he get mine? No, I'm just kidding. No. Hendry, welcome tonight. Thank you for joining from Europe. Appreciate that, because I know it's an unbelievable hour over there for you. Really appreciate your joining. And thank you guys for bearing with me this past weekend. Also want to thank everybody that showed up on Saturday. Yeah, Mel, I did. I need this light here. It helps me. So that's why it's on. That's why it's open. Thank you for bearing with me while we switched from Sunday to Saturday, everybody. Mike Brooks, welcome. I just saw you. Thank you for joining tonight. It was to accommodate so we could be able to spend some time with Rick, and it was unbelievable. Just had a great time with him. Hope everybody enjoyed those question and answers that I had with Rick the other night. I thought that the other day, it was absolutely fantastic. We had a great time, and definitely going to get together with him again sometime. When he heads down here. He was down in Orlando. He said he'll probably be on my side of the state coming up. So that'll be good. So we'll look forward to that. Rick, again, thank you so much, and thank you for your generosity, and thank you for taking time out of family matters to come and spend some time with Valerie and I. That was absolutely fantastic. Couldn't say that enough. Absolutely love that. And the other thing, you know what I was going to talk about tonight, okay? This is what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about that blow up that somebody did from the Argos catalog of the camera and what it said on the Hasselblad camera. we were going to talk about that tonight. But I'm like, well, woke up this morning, and then Ash from Droning On, boom. And thank you, Steve Carpenter. You were the first person. Kudos to Steve Carpenter. He tweeted me. It was probably around midnight his time, I think. And it was about, what, 3 a.m. on my time when I looked at it about this. And that was the first thing that I watched this morning. So, Harry Barbosa, welcome. Thank you. I've seen you a lot on Twitter. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being a part of the channel. We really appreciate that, and for joining the groups. Thank you so much. But yeah, and Ash hit the nail on the head. Just spot on, and I say kudos to him. And just to retract, yeah, you were up at 1:30, Steve. Wow. Okay, that's I'm long. I'm parts unknown at 1:30. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. No. And when I got up, you know, I saw that, and it was from Droning On. And you know what? Ash is somebody that I've grown to respect. And if you're watching, Ash, I really do respect your channel. You've done fantastic. And I got to tell everybody, if you haven't seen it, watch. Droning On did a 2-part series on the drone catching the plane taking off overseas somewhere, and how he proved it was real. Bill, did I hear about the new DJI Avente? Yes, Chris Andrew, I sure did. That's what we're going to be talking about here tonight. So yeah, it was. You know, Ash runs a great channel. You know, he's very thorough, very detailed, doesn't skip a beat. Absolutely fantastic. And if you guys haven't done it already, he's over in the UK, and I know a lot of you guys here in the UK know about him, but some of the guys here in the States may not have. Definitely, you want to check him out, guys and gals. I'm sorry, I need to make sure that I do that. No, he has a great channel, and when it came out, you know, I right away, you know, I'm always, I mean, it's just like I just woke up, and I'm like, oh, is this real? You know, it took me some time to process it. And I said, you know what? It's coming from Ash. He has a reliable source. He wouldn't go out on the internet and say something like this on YouTube without it being real. So hence, you saw my live video this morning in the truck as I was pulling out out of the house this morning. And had a spotty signal, so that's why I kind of froze up there. So that kind of explains all that. So here we go, August 23rd, which is what? That's 16, yeah, my math is right, 16 days. Yes, Lionel, I did see that unique drone. Captain Drone had a clip on it today. Yes, I did see that. You know, we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. And it sounds like it's going to be a real challenger to the Spark, although it does not have obstacle avoidance. It's one thing I did find out right away about that. So here we are, August 23rd at 10 a.m. And from what Kesterlew stated, they're not going to have a media event the week before. It's just they're just going to have the one event. And I think they're doing it. Oh, Lon, how to go to the dentist? I have my appointment with the oral surgeon tomorrow. So I'm hopeful that we can try to get that scheduled. It may not be till next week, which I'd rather not have surgery a week before we go somewhere. But you know, you know, it's not bad. Oral surgery isn't bad, especially with him. It's not good. But Lon, thank you for asking about that. Yeah, as many of you know, I broke one of my teeth. It's actually scheduled to come out anyway. So so I got an appointment with the oral surgeon tomorrow. He does a consult before he actually does the appointment, and he does a thing called twilight sleep. And I don't know about you guys. I'm not like with the Stooges and a pair of pliers and yank it out kind of stuff. No. Put me out. Not going to do that. No way, no way, no way. Okay. Chris Hope, thank you for being here. I just saw that you were here tonight. Yes, we do have a good crowd tonight. So it's been rescheduled to August 23rd at 10 a.m. Same time. It's a Thursday, which will be kind of nice for Valerie and I, because that means we'll have a 5-day weekend, because we'll take Wednesday off to get out there. We'll fly out Wednesday, get into the city. We're going to be booking our reservations tonight after we're done here online. I don't like to do that from my phone. I always like to do it from a PC. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a traditionalist, unless it's an emergency and I'm in an airport and I have to do it over there. Yay, 5-day weekend. Everybody say hi to Valerie tonight. She's on. Cat 777123. Say hi to Valerie, guys. So just trying to poke some fun at her. We do have planned. Oh, I know you would, Mel. But I'll take the twilight sleep. Thank you very much. We're planning on getting in probably, around midday, checking in, and then maybe taking where we're planning on staying is fairly close to where the USS Intrepid is, and we're probably going to take a tour of that. And then we've already found a pretty decent place to eat, located near where our hotel is. So, and it's kind of near Times Square, but I don't know where the event is. I mean, that's one of these things you just you fly by the seat of your pants until you get the official. So just kind of waiting on that right now. So that's where we're at with that. And what we're planning on doing, the event's at 10. I imagine we're probably going to leave the hotel at about 8:30, or maybe even 8, knowing New York City and not wanting to get caught in traffic. So we want to make sure that we get there in plenty of time for it and check in. And I'm sure there are going to be a ton of people there. And one of the things that's going to be great for you guys will be, and this is one of the things I wanted to talk about, was you'll have both of us there, and you'll get both of our perspectives on it. I'm actually going to record Val saying some things. She doesn't know this yet. She knows it now because she's hearing me right now. But no, what I want her to do, we're going to go around the room. I'm going to try to meet as many people as I can. I want to meet a lot of my peers, fellow drone reviewers out there. I've already met Rick. I'm hopeful of, being able to meet Billy. Probably Original Dobo will probably be out there. Kelly from Ready Set Drone. Maybe Ken Heron if he's there. All other ones, and hopefully some people from DJI as well. So, and be looking for a surprise that day from Valerie and I. I won't tell you what it is. It's you'll know it when you see it. So that's gonna be fun. So we're gonna go ahead and have a good. We want to enjoy this time as well. And one of the things that I do want to do is be able to get you guys, as soon as the actual, event is the presentation is concluded, I want to try to get over to one of the displays, and hopefully there's enough bandwidth that I can get my phone out and do a live stream so you guys can get one of the first live looks at the new drone. I think that's going to be fantastic. And and what I find real funny is just when everybody was saying, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? We wake up this morning and then it happens. Okay. Oh, Rodney, welcome. Thank you for joining. I know it's unbelievably late where you're at. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining today. Oh, you got a few contacts at DJIs that work for John Lewis in the UK. Oh, Peter, wow, that's excellent. That's fantastic. So that's what our game plan is to try to get around. We want to mingle around the room. We want to meet some people. And by the way, Valerie just walked behind me, guys, in case you wanted to know that. That I confirmation. I'm waiting on that right now, David. I know Kelly from Ready Set Drone has not yet. Bruce, welcome. I'm doing good tonight, Bruce. Thank you for checking in. Samuel, thank you. I just saw you. I don't know if I saw you earlier or not, but welcome. That's one thing that I want to do is make sure you guys get some outstanding coverage. We're going to shoot a ton of video there. Valerie's going to take her backup battery. I'm going to take my backup battery for our cameras to make sure we have plenty of power. I'm going to make sure that I clear all the junk out of my camera so I can shoot plenty of video. So we'll definitely Val stalking me. Yeah, Steve. I like that. Steve, you cracked me up. That was fantastic. No, we're gonna shoot plenty of video. And what my plans are is, after we get back to Tampa, we're planning on coming back sometime on Friday again. I don't know our travel times. Probably I would say, maybe try to get something out quick on Friday, and then something pretty detailed on Saturday is probably my plan. That's what I'm trying to do here, as far as getting as far as getting you guys some videos out there. I know one of the things, it will be available to order right away, and that's one of the things I'm going to be doing too, is ordering the drone right away. I want to be able to get that as soon as possible. And I can tell you this, and this is going to be, it's going to be probably one of the best unboxings you have ever seen in your life. I guarantee you that. Absolutely. Underline, exclamation mark. This will be a epic unboxing. I kid you not. Okay. I can't tell you any more than that, but I can tell you it will be epic. I guarantee you that. You will not want to miss it. It's going to be so different from other unboxings. You're still going to get to see the drone. You're going to still get to see me take it out of the box and everything, but it's going to be different. And I think you guys will really, really get a kick out of it, enjoy it. And I'm hoping this will go viral. We've got a good idea here. You know, Valerie and I collaborated on this. So it's also part of her idea too. Will it be live stream? We'd be allowed to do a live stream at the event, Harry. Harry, they actually do a live stream. DJI does it on their website, DJI.com, and you'll be able to, they'll have a link out there available for that. And usually they're up about a half hour or so. Bill Thomas from Coast to Coast, how are you? I just saw you on the chat. They'll have a link up. They'll have a link up probably about a half hour before the event starts, at least 15 minutes. I know that's what they've done in past events when I've watched them. And it will be live streamed, and they'll carry it through until the presentation is over. And usually the presentation lasts a little over an hour, probably an hour 15, hour and 20 minutes. But during the presentation, also, if you guys aren't familiar, DJI will actually physically, you know, they'll do what they have to do to enable their website for you to be able to order it. So pretty much as they have announced the drone, you'll be able to get on the website to order it. That's how fast it works. As far as, you know, their turnaround time with this, I'm hoping it'll be fantastic. I know that they've built new distribution centers on the East Coast to handle this. So we're hopeful of not having to repeat the fiasco that we had back in 2016 with the waiting on the Mavic Pros, which was a disaster. Fortunately, with me, when I got mine in January 2017. No delay, boom, boom, boom. Yes, Ken, I do know Rick Smith did. He emailed me. He did get an official invitation. I have a subscriber who works for a company that's really an affiliate of DJI overseas, and he's gotten an invitation as well. Rumors are locals will have limited units for purchase. Wow, that's interesting, Bill. I did not know that. Yeah, that would be nice on site, because I'm ready. Here's my card. I'm ready to go. My money's there, so let's do it. Yeah, Ken, that's an interesting question. Some have, some haven't, and I think from what my understanding is, they email them out in batches. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I said, I checked with some other people and I haven't heard back from a couple, but I did hear from a couple ones, and they haven't gotten them yet. I haven't gotten mine yet, but that's just a matter of formality. As you know, they'll probably do a lot of this stuff overnight. We'll probably get them overnight. I do know Hey Kesteloo got his. I did hear back from Hey as well. The ones I know, Hey Kesteloo and Rick Smith got theirs. So we're looking, you know, I should be getting mine probably overnight. And like I said, we're going to go head out tonight after the show's over and book our reservations for both the hotel and for the planes to get in there. And we're actually going to fly into LaGuardia. You know, we've got it pretty well mapped out. I know it's the closest airport to the city, but everybody tells me you can go JFK, take the train. Well, we looked up some excellent ground transportation options and found those, and we're going to take those into the city. So I think that should work pretty well. Rodney, I'm up late tonight. First daughter to get married in the morning. Rodney, everybody give Rodney Piker a big congratulations. His daughter's getting married. Rodney, I got to tell you this. Last September, we're going to digress for just a second here. Pardon me, guys. I got to walk my daughter down the aisle, and don't get me started. It was one of the best experiences of my entire life. I've never been more proud to be with my daughter. Got a black and white. of my daughter. My daughter and son-in-law sent me a black and white of a picture that they took, the photographer took, with me and my daughter right before I walked her down the aisle. It's $1 million. I wouldn't even take $1 million for. I'd turn $1 million down for it. It's just absolutely priceless. Mitchell, welcome. Don, welcome. Yeah, so everybody wish Rodney congratulations, and Rodney, I hope everything goes absolutely swimmingly well for that, and hope they have many happy years together. Congratulations to you, your family, everybody on that. That's just fantastic news, and enjoy the time and enjoy the fun and just have a great time. That sounds fantastic. So I'm sure everything will go very well. Keep me posted. Let me know. Drop me a line about that. Okay. One of the things that I want to make sure of, guys, you have events like this, things like that going on. Let me know about that. You know, I'm going to talk. You guys are the backbone of this channel. You make this channel, and that's why, you know, that's why I do what I do, because I love interacting with you guys. I love these live sessions. You know, I think they're fantastic. This interaction is absolutely great. Absolutely, positively fantastic. So, all right, enough with that. But again, congratulations, Rodney. Okay, it was real interesting. Bill Thomas just mentioned, you know, they may have some for purchase available there. That's always possible, Bill. You know, that's a very interesting point. I'm glad you brought that up, because, you know, I do know that you can order them as soon as Michael Perry from DJI is talking. As soon as he announces the drone, that website goes live, and you're able to order. It's just like that. It's easy as that. So that's when that's going to happen. That's just this is fantastic. And you know, we haven't even talked about pricing. We haven't even talked about, you know, we pretty much know what's going to happen now. We've seen it. It's in the catalog. The only real and we know the date. The only things we know, the specs. The only thing we don't really know is pricing, and I think that's the big unknown right now. The other thing is, it's still nothing on the FCC Grant ID database. You know, DJI is probably going to pull what they did with the Spark and with the Mavic Air. Those did not appear on the FCC Grant ID database until the days of their release, both in May last year and in January this year. That was just there's DJI's gonna hold that back, and because there's a lot of there's some proprietary information, and if you look, there's ways of being able to hold on to things for like 45 days and then have an automatic release date on things with the FCC Grant ID database. I did a deep dive into that to take a look and to see what information is available and is out there. So, you know, and I've looked under names Mavic 2, Mavic Pro 2, Mavic 2 Enterprise. You know, there's still nothing there. So I'm thinking it's probably, you know, we're probably not going to see that until August 23rd. To be honest with you, I don't see that coming out until then. That's just what that is. And yeah, what will bring his total riding? Steve Carpenter. Yeah. Did you ask Rick about what he thought the price would be, Todd? Yeah, we did kind of talk about that. He doesn't think it's, you know, as far as pricing is concerned, he said, you know, it's just like, for him, it's just like, here, take my card, take my money, here we go. You know, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I'm hopeful. My hope, and this is just for me, and I'm not talking speculation here or rumors or anything. I believe it's going to be under what a Phantom 4 is right now. I would think so. Other people have talked closer to 2,000. There's no way I believe DJI is going to price it that high. I think it's going to be under $1,500. Where it's going to land, I don't know. I don't know. Lon, you could be right. I don't know. Samuel, you could be right. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate here, but you know, the only thing I'll say is I believe it's going to be under $1,500 because they still want to sell the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, and I know it's going to be a redundant drone. If the specs are accurate, which I believe they are, it's going to be a redundant drone. but remember the whole purpose behind. And I had somebody ask me this question this past weekend, which was a great question. TLRX, thank you for joining tonight. Somebody said, it's going to be a redundant drone? And I said, well, in a way, yes, and in a way, no, because it kind of bridges the gap between the Phantom 4 Pro and when the Phantom 5 is going to come out. Oh, and very interesting. One of the things we did talk about off camera, I think it was off camera. I don't know if it was on camera or not, but he thinks the Phantom 5 is going to be radical. That's what was one word that he talked about. It was going to be absolutely radical. So, but it bridges, the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 bridges the gap between the Pro and the Phantom 5. It's something that's out there. It may not sell a lot, but remember, as I've always said before, guys, DJI does not waste technology. So they're using that new OcuSync 2.0. It was a proving ground. It's an actual test bed, a live test bed, if you will, out there in the real world to see how OcuSync 2.0 goes. It's fantastic. DJI does, again, they don't waste opportunities to get technology out there, and that's the great thing about all this. I really do. Phone call. I don't need a phone call right now. I have spam alert on there, so you're supposed to hang up for stuff like that. So that's nice. That's a nice feature on my phone. Anyway, okay, so this is what I'm thinking here. But getting back to the release here, I believe this is going to be a epic drone for DJI. It's going to absolutely, positively, Rick was saying the same thing. That's one of the things we talked a little bit about this off camera. It's okay. It's DJI calling with their pricing. Yeah, I don't think so, Steve. I wish. Okay. No, both he and I think that this is going to be a game changer. The bar is going to be raised to the DJI Mavic 2, Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic 2 Dolly Zoom. It's going to be DJI going to be setting the bar there. It's going to be up at the top, and people are going to once again have to surpass that bar. And DJI makes absolutely fantastic products. When you think about it, go back and think about going all the way back to their original Phantom and where they're at now, and what consumers can actually buy, up through the Inspire series, which is unbelievable. Billy Kyle is just, he's done fantastic with his Inspire 2, and just seeing some of the things with that and having the opportunity to fly Mel's Inspire 1. These are incredible pieces of technology. I mean, they really DJI it's where they've come to where they are now. It's just fantastic. And the abilities and capabilities of the things you can do, with not only, coming down to the Phantom series and then to the Mavic Pro, Mavic Air, and the Spark. It's just fantastic. They just have such great technology. And I think that's one of the things, Rick and I touched on is their, they constantly improve themselves. They constantly, are raising that bar, and that's what they're going to do here. They're going to raise the bar, and it's going to be, they're going to say, okay, we know, Parrot's come out with the Anafi, Autel's come out with the Evo. It seems like Unique just came out with their Typhoon H, the new model. They also just came out with a smaller drone today, when I forget the name of it, as a competitor to the Spark. But what they're doing here, DJI says, okay, you've come out with all those drones. Here's the bar right here. Okay, let's see you guys pass this bar up here. For what you'll be able to get, and this is the thing. When I always tell people, and I'm not gonna name a dollar figure, but what I'm gonna say is this: with your dollar, with what you get, my dad had a wonderful saying. When he would look for cars, he said, Bill, you want to get a lot of bang for your buck. You want to get a lot. You want to make your, every dollar you spend, You want it to actually count for something, okay? And this is what I believe is DJI. Yes, it could be considered pricey, but I've seen the toy drones, the $50 drones. I've seen the $100 drones. I've seen the $500 drones. I've seen the 1,000. I've seen the $2,000 drones. Okay, when you start getting up into the areas that DJI is in, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, look at the Inspire 1V2 Mel's drone. There is still a lot of bang for your buck there, people. I mean, it's a fantastic drone. It really is just absolutely fantastic. DJI still knows what has known what they're doing for a long time, and they continue to do that. So, don't be, a lot of people are, there's going to be people who are going to buy this no matter what the price is, okay? And there's going to be people who are like, they're going to hem and haw about the price. But understand something, whatever that figure is, when you see that up there, know something. Know that you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. With the features and capabilities you'll be getting on this versus the original one, it's gonna, the original one's still a fantastic drone. I still tell people, if you want the best portable drone out there, get a Mavic Pro. I mean, a Mavic Pro Platinum. They're still fantastic drones. I absolutely highly recommend them with everything. Absolutely, positively. Don't hesitate. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and I think a lot of people, they'll see the high dollar figure and they'll go, no, I can get this for it. I can get this. I can get an Autel Evo for this, or I can do and I won't spoil my video. Of the two drones that Rick had. I did get to fly one of them, and I won't spoil that. But I really enjoyed that, but you can tell the difference between flying a DJI drone and a non-DJI drone. It's very apparent. DJI's competitors are producing quality drones, and we want them to succeed. And I think that's one of the things that I've talked about quite a bit regarding that. Oh, Jeremiah, I'm sorry, I just saw you. I've been chatting away myself here. But welcome tonight. Thank you for joining. They've raised the bar to a point, with what they've done is, Parrot came out with the Anafi, and the Anafi is a good drone. It really is. It hits a market, it hits a price segment which is different than the Mavic Pro. I mean, even at the $697, a lot of people think that's kind of expensive. A lot of people, I'm not going to get into all that. But, I did get to hold both the Anafi and the Evo. The Evo is very heavy. It's solid. The Anafi is small, but I'll tell you what, it looks very solid. I'm very impressed with that. And I'm not going to ruin it because somebody may be coming out with a video on that. So I'm not going to say anything more than that. But I mean, those are two great drones. I can tell you that right now. And it's going to make Parrot money. It's going to make Autel money. And they're, in the thing of, they're good drones. What can I say? When people talk about DJI's competitors, everybody talks about Autel or Parrot, but never PowerVision, the Power Egg or the Power Eye, or not good of an option. Bit off topic. Yeah, Thomas, that's a good question. A lot of those drones are the Kickstarter drones. And I got to tell you this, a lot of people have been bitten bad by that in a bad way, have decided to go ahead and buy one of those as far as a Kickstarter is concerned, Thomas. That's a good question. I get these popping up on my timeline on Facebook all the time, and I have a tendency to ignore them. If it says Kickstarter on it, and I know I've talked with Bill Thomas about this too. I'm sure Bill's still watching. That's one of the things, both he and I were just like, nah, Kickstarters. No, because a lot of people have lost a lot of money on these Kickstarter drones. And that's what, it's a good idea to try to raise funds. And probably what you see is probably they've just produced one or two of them, and that's going to be it. They're just trying to raise some capital. And usually it just absolutely positively. And these are people who, they probably have the technical knowledge. They probably don't have the business knowledge. So they go to Kickstarter or, they try to raise funds for it, and it never materializes. So that's what I think about that. But that's a good point, Thomas. Thank you for bringing that up. But those are the kind, those Kickstarter ones, I get them all the time. I see them on my timeline, and I just pass on them. I said, let's just scroll. Let's just move on. This new unique drone, and I'm sorry, it's kicking me because I can't remember the name of it. Captain Drone, Steve, he did a review on it today, and I watched it, and it was real good. One of the things, it looks like it's a great competitor for the Spark, from what I see. But one of the things with that is also it doesn't have obstacle avoidance, which a Spark has. So, and I know and I'm not going to get into the debate about obstacle avoidance tonight. I don't want to go there. We're gonna not go there as far as obstacle avoidance is concerned. So, but anyway, with all this being said, the event's coming up. It'll be on the 23rd of August at 10 a.m. in New York City at an undetermined location yet. We don't know. I'm hopeful of being able to find that information out soon. Thank you so much, Lon. Unique Mantis Cube. So there it is, everybody. It's the unique Mantis Cube. And from what everybody says, it's better than its predecessor, which is good for the Breeze. Everybody told me, that had very limited capabilities. It was a cool drone, but it had very limited capabilities. So hopefully they've kind of raised it up here. And I'm interested to take a look and to see more hands-on about that. Obstacle avoidance works on Sandpipers, I know firsthand. Star Cops, okay, that's good. DJI, the Apple of drones, yeah. So what does everybody think about the event being rescheduled? I want to hear some of your thoughts. Put some questions out there regarding the event being rescheduled. Just want to go there. Subway station tunnel number 6 is a secret location, I guess, Steve. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, DJI holds that. I mean, they hold that very close to the vest for a while because they don't want party crashers coming in. And security is always a concern. Can you order from Russia? I believe you can. If DJI has an agreement with you guys, I don't think why you can't. You and Val have a blast. I'm excited for you. Yeah, Todd, we are excited. This is a first kind of vacation we've had in a couple of years. We've kind of laid low since for the past couple of years. My boys lived with us, and then right before my boys moved down, my mom lived with us before she passed away, and we had a lot going on. So this is the first time. It's actually a chance for us to get away and spend some time together, which will be fantastic. We're looking forward to that. It should be great. I'm really, 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 really excited about that. Ken Ingram, that's a great point. Excited to hear about the control. I am too. I did, like I said, I did a video on that earlier this week and talking about, the one thing that I wanted to stay the same was a controller. Guys, and gals, I think how having that controller is fantastic. And you can fit an iPad Mini 4 between them without, obviously not in a case, but you can fit an iPad Mini 4 down there. Thank you, Steve Carpenter, for your encouragement and support for the channel. And smash that like button, guys. We got 55 people on here, and let's get some likes. I would greatly appreciate that. And kudos to your moderators. They do a lot of work whenever the show's on, and give them a round of applause. They're absolutely fantastic. Mitchell, controller with a removable battery. Yeah. That would be a good thing too. Be able to charge them up. But one of the things I found with the Mavic Pro controller, it just seems to go and go and go. I mean, being able to fly for like 2 or 3 hours, I may be down at the end to like 45%. I mean, it holds a very good charge. I've been very, very pleased with that as far as the battery is concerned. Besides, the old controller works as a second for the new one. Lon, that's a great point. I did have somebody ask me that question on that video, if they could work as tandem controllers. That would be fantastic if that DJI enables that. I think that's great. Absolutely, positively great. Nice if the controller had an LCD screen. Yeah, Brian, and that's one of the things that I brought up, at least not the monochrome screen, but people brought up in the sunlight. But you know, they could turn up the nits on the display on that to almost like a crystal sky. I know I'm, you know, just kind of talking here, but you know, I really, the whole essence is, you know, getting some more information on that display. That display is fantastic. And that display, as I said, you know, it's not on the Spark, it's not on the Mavic Air, and you don't see a display like that on the Phantom 4 Pro. It's only on the Mavic Pro. And I'm hopeful that this will expand to the other drones as well, to the Spark, to the you know, to the Mavic Air. That size controller is fantastic, and I think I mentioned this in the video. Bill, you're right. That Crystal Sky is absolutely fantastic. I've seen it demonstrated down here in Florida, and that's, believe me, if there's ever a better testing ground for those monitors, it's down here in Florida. I can tell you that right now. Being able to go out there in the sun and being able not to have to worry about a hood and looking down and cut, you know, boom, boom. Yeah, no more micro USB. USB-C is a lot stronger. Yeah, you know, yeah, Mitchell, you're right. I'm hoping we're going to see that with this go around with the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic Pro 2. I really think that is just that's the gold standard right now. That's what you want to see. Samsung came out with it, you know, with their phones. You know, I have a Galaxy Note 9 or 8. I don't have a 9 yet. I'm not getting a 9 because my 8's good enough. But I have that on there. USB-C is the way to go. You're right, Mitchell. It is a lot stronger. Absolutely. Yeah, that's so I'm hopeful DJI will be doing that. You know, so that controller is going to be, I think one of the things, one of their challenges is to keep it around the same size, but maybe give us some more information on that display. And I think they can do that. I just want to keep it the same size because, you know, being able to hold that controller like that, that's fantastic. And the other thing is, you know, the tablet holders and the phone holders for that. I have a Mav mount. It's made out of aluminum. And I don't know if you guys familiar with Mav mounts? They're expensive. They're a little pricey. I paid like total of about maybe $55 for it. But it's rock solid aluminum. It fits there. It fits like a glove. It's molded perfectly to fit in the handles. And I got a tablet holder for it, and it holds my iPad Mini 4 without any issues whatsoever. Absolutely fantastic. OLED, Ken Ingram. Yeah, I'm all game for that. I am just absolutely all game. And I think that's one of the unknowns. You know what? And it's kind of cool that there is actually an unknown that we really don't know what the controller looks like because we really haven't seen it, which I think is great. I think it's great that there's an unknown, and you know, and we'll find out on the 23rd what it looks like. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. What I'm saying, you know, I'm hoping the form factor is the same. I'm hoping the size is the same. You know, and that's one of the things too with the size of this. You know, DJI does not want to go. You know, they're not going to go overboard. It's going to be bigger, but I don't think it's going to be significantly bigger. You know, it's still going to be a portable drone. You don't want to lose the portability factor here. And that's the thing, and that's the reason why people bought the Mavic Pro in the first place, was a portability factor. You didn't have that with the Phantom series of drones. I mean, Phantom series of drones are near professional quality picture and video taking, but the portability isn't there. You got to put it in a backpack or get it in a case. And, you know, while the Spark is nice and the Mavic Air are nice drones, and they're very portable, you know, they don't have the runtime that the Mavic Pro does. And, you know, it's all about, you know, it's all about runtime. And while you can, you know, batteries are cheap for the Spark, and you know, and you can get a lot of bang for your buck as far as that's concerned. But you know, the video quality on the Mavic Pro, you know, Rick and I were talking about that. It's fantastic. He said, you know, he travels a lot for work. And that's his go-to drone. That's the drone that he takes with him all the time, is because it's portable. It's easy to take care of. It really is. I mean, it's just the way to go for that. So any more questions about the event? I want to field some more here before we move on for a little bit. Hope the camera's a lot stronger on the Mavic Pro 2. Mitchell, that's a great point. You know, from what I've seen of that picture, the one that was leaked on DJI's website, it looks like the camera is sitting up higher, and I think that's the physical design of the body. If you looked at that, and it's one of the things that I pointed out on my live stream. Yes, August 23rd, Bill. It's one of the things I pointed out because, and it's actually sitting up taller, and the camera's up higher physically. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, Todd, I'm curious to see what kind of surprises they have in store too. Excuse me. DJI absolutely, positively has, always something up their sleeve. I don't know what, but they always seem to do at these events. Who knows? They may pull a few surprises here beyond just, announcing 2 drones at once, which they've done before. I mean, they did the Inspire 2 and the Phantom 4 Pro out in Los Angeles. Remember those type of drones, and this is interesting. The consumer type of drones are released in New York City. That's the Spark, the Mavic Air, the Mavic Pro. And you'll see the more prosumer, to professional released over in Los Angeles because of the film industry being out in Hollywood. So that's kind of how DJI does this. So whenever there would be, let's say, a new Phantom come out, chances are pretty good they'll do it over in LA versus in New York City. But who knows? I don't know. That's just a guess. How soon before it gets to people's doorstep? Adam, that's a great question. I do know that DJI and Rick had talked about this. They built more distribution centers on the East Coast. I know there's one, I believe Rick said there's one in New Jersey, which is great for him because that means he'll get one pretty fast. And there's one in Atlanta, Georgia for the Southeast, which for me, their distribution network is a lot better than it was 2 years ago. And this is a good question, Adam. So I believe you would probably see it in less than a week. If the stock and the inventory is there, it may even be faster depending upon your location. I really think it'll be pretty fast. DJI Go 5, Peter, wow, okay. They're going to have, I'm sure there's going to be an upgrade, and that's going to be real interesting to see what that is. One of my big questions is, what will the format of the event be? Boss Bill, that's a good question. Usually what they do at the beginning, Michael Perry comes out, and they probably play a very short clip at the beginning, and then he'll introduce the drone. And then usually what they do is they will have probably 1 or maybe 2 maybe videographers, photographers who have actually used the product, demonstrate, show some of the clips that they've taken using the product out there. And then Michael will kind of wind it down. Michael Perry from DJI will kind of wind it down. Now they do have, last time Kyle was stating, they gave you a wristband and you went to different areas, so you can go to where they have the cages where the drones are actually flying, and they have hands-on displays there to do that. That's how the events are laid out, and that's how they've been laid out in the past. So that's pretty much the run of it. What I'm planning on doing is, if there is enough bandwidth after Michael is done speaking and they disperse us, to get out there and be able to do a quick live stream so you guys can get one of the first looks at the new product. I want you guys to be able to see it. That may not be a real long one. I may not be able to have a lot of bandwidth, but I want to get you guys a good look at it. And I'm going to do a lot of hands-on myself, and I want Valerie to do this as well. I value her input and her opinion. It's just she has a very good opinion about things, so I'm looking forward to her being there with me. Will it be streamed? Yes, it will, boss. Usually DJI comes on about a half hour before the event. The event is scheduled at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so expect them to be on about 9:30 Eastern time. Click on that link. At the latest, they're on about 9:45. And what they'll do is, after the event is live streamed, they'll put it out on YouTube on a permanent basis so you can watch it out there. So, Warp Drive Photography, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for joining tonight. Been enjoying your pictures. Haven't had a chance to comment on them, but Elijah, but thank you. Appreciate that. Warp Drive Photography, Elijah. He's from Michigan. I had him on as a guest early on, probably about 14, 15 weeks ago. But enjoyed having him on. He's got a drone. He's been out there flying, and he takes some great pictures. So if you guys get a chance, go out there and check Elijah's site. It's called Warp Drive Photography. Thank you for joining tonight, Elijah. Appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome, Boss Bill. Thank you. So it's going to be interesting, and it's a first time. Everybody has their first time experiences. My goals are to shoot a lot of videos, to get a lot of pictures, but also to meet a lot of people. And I think that's one of the things behind the event that is so fantastic, because it's a chance to be able to meet some of my peers there. Like I said, I've already met Rick, but it'll be nice to meet Kelly from Ready Set Drone. And it's ironic because Ken Dono, Original Dobo, lives about an hour from me, and we've never got together yet. And our schedules are so crazy. Be able to meet Billy Kyle. Ken Heron's there, some others. I think that'll be absolutely fantastic. Of course, we'll probably see Casey there, so that's going to be interesting. I'm sure he'll probably have a nice crowd around him. It'd probably be next to impossible to meet him, but I'm going to try. He's a character. You can't help but not want to watch his videos. That's all I'll say about Casey. So that's going to be interesting. What do I think about the Unique Manus? Will it be a good competition for the Travel with AP? I think it's a good competition for the Spark. That's more on the Spark kind of a realm. I think it's going to be great, and I think it's going to give a Spark a run for the money. I don't know what the Manus is priced at, so I can't really talk about that. But we'll see. It's going to sell well. I think just from what I saw, the little bit that I saw, I didn't get a chance to watch. By the way, guys, if you haven't signed up, Captain Drone Steve, I've had some good chats with him online. He's a great guy. Check his channel out. He does a great job covering drones. It seems like he's always doing another review on another drone. He finds some great. He's done some great reviews on toy drones and on non-DJI related products. He has a Typhoon. He's fantastic. So guys, definitely check him out. When we plan to buy the Zoom or the Mav 2, David, I'm going to buy the Mavic 2. I want the, I'm not so interested in the Zoom, because you can do what you can do with that Zoom. You can kind of do in post with some good video editing software. I'm more interested in the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic Pro 2, whatever it will end up being called. I know what they said in the catalog, but who knows as far as that's concerned. The interesting thing is $600 in the Fly More package for the Manus. Lon, what is the price of the Manus? If somebody could look that up, just whatever that is, I'd really kind of like to know that, so be able to publish that for everybody. Captain Jones is one tough guy, fights all those bugs up in Canada. LOL, yeah. He almost got bonked the other day with a Mavic Air. I don't know if you guys saw that. They did a video of the Mavic Air following them. They were in an ATV, and it followed me a little too. He almost got a buzz a little too close to the scalp there. That was really close. 570. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. So that's an interesting price point. I'm real interested to see all the features of it and see more about it. So you guys check out Steve's channel, Captain Drone, and check out his video on the Manus. Thank you for that. €500 for basic. Not sure on the Fly More. Okay, Thomas. Thank you for checking that out. Appreciate that. Steve Mack, welcome. Thank you for joining tonight. So this is that's going to be an interesting drone. It's going to be interesting to see how it does against a Spark. And let me tell you guys something. You guys are aware. I have a Spark group. I have a USA Spark group. I have a Spark group for Florida. I have a Mavic Air group, USA. I have a Mavic group for Florida. The Spark Group USA, I get at least 15 to 20 to maybe 25 people a day join that. It started out at a big fat 0, and we're well over 1,000. We're like, I think 1,100 right now. people are still buying a Spark. People love the Spark, and it's a fantastic drone. And I know, Bill Thomas, I know if you're watching, you know, and I agree with you. One of the best things about the Spark, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will chime in on this, it's okay with the video, but those still photographs that the Spark takes are fantastic. It is a fantastic still camera. It takes great videos, but I think it's, you know, for me, its claim to fame is it's still photography. It is just absolutely, positively fantastic. So, and it's growing. I mean, you know, people are still buying the Spark. It's just going like absolutely like crazy here. So, do you guys have any more questions about the event? Let's see if I can get them answered here for you. Yeah, Jeremiah, absolutely. Spark is an absolutely fantastic drone. It really is. It really, DJI said, you know, again, they kind of raised the bar for a small drone, a very small portable drone. And the nice thing that I like, John, welcome. Thank you for joining. The nice thing I liked about my Spark was, you know, if I really needed to get outside and get something fast, like a sunset or something, I had that Spark up and going in like no time at all. I mean, not that the Mavic Pro. Usually, I'll fold my Mavic Pro up because I don't have a desk yet. That's one of the things I'm working on, is getting a desk. You know, if I did that and had that set up, I'd be able to grab that. But the Spark, it's all ready to go. Got battery, put battery in, boom, you're good to go. So, Brenda, good for you. I'm sure you will absolutely enjoy your Spark. And if you get a chance, I'll put in the description, Brenda, the Spark group. Definitely join it. I get a lot of people there, provide a lot of tips in that group, so you definitely want to do that. It's Steve Carpenter. Thank you so much. Valerie will have great coffee on our trip to New York City. Thank you, Steve. Coffee fun for New York City trip. There we go. That's absolutely fantastic. I love that. That's great. That is absolutely great. That's absolutely good. Oh, Harry Barbosa, Sea Level will be at the door greeting and giving out literature. Harry, that made me actually that's genuinely funny. That's a good thing. I like that. That's 2 thumbs up for that, Harry. You got two upvotes for me on that. That's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Brenda. It's a good site. There's, like I said, there's over 1,000 people on the Facebook group, and they absolutely love it. And you know, it's a great place to exchange ideas and see, that's one of the things. Let me kind of close with this. One of the reasons why I wanted to start Facebook groups is I wanted to have a place out there for people to be able to exchange information without being bullied. And let me give you an example. When I got my Mavic Pro, and many of you know how tedious it is getting the gimbal lock in there, not the cover, but the lock, getting it in the Mavic Pro. You guys agree? Okay. Well, you know, I'm a Mavic newbie, Mavic Pro newbie, and I have no idea how this goes back in. I got out on one of the groups. I joined it on the Mavic Pro. You know what somebody did for me on the group? They put a 10-second clip on how to put the lock for the gimbal back on the Mavic Pro. So, you know, you need to lay it upside down when you do it. Don't have it up like this. Showed me where it slips in right there. Done deal. Now, previously, I had gone out to a Mavic Pro forum, and it was like, you know, what are you doing here? What are you asking a question like that for? So, and that's one of the things with those groups. I don't tolerate that bullying or intimidation. That doesn't happen in the groups. And if I see it, boom, and spam, same way, it's gone. You know, I don't deal with that. That doesn't happen there. So, you know, just to let you know about those groups, and there's always links in the description for those groups. You know, I'll make sure, double check and make sure that there are links in the description for the groups here. You know, and also for Build a Drone Reviewer as well. And, you know, I do have a Facebook group and a Facebook page, and I try to get those updated, but always, and this is for people who may be new here, just to kind of let you guys know, the absolute best way. I know a lot of people message me on Facebook, which is great, under the Build a Drone Reviewer Facebook page, which is fantastic. No, I don't, Elijah. I don't have an Osmo. The mobile tube, yeah, that looks fantastic. The one thing that the best way to get a hold of me is at buildadronereviewer@gmail.com. I check that multiple times a day. I don't always check the messages on the Facebook page. Yeah, they're a little more hidden, if you will, and I don't get notified as easily on those. So if you have a question, if you need something, let me know that. One of the things, David Ma, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to do a follow-up this weekend, and I just didn't have time. Our subscriber who's handicapped, I'm going to put together, try to put together some things for him, and maybe try to do a video and get that out there. I want to let you guys know that. Some of the information that I did find, Unique has a wand, and it really is, it's a one remote control for $1. AliExpress camera protector all-in-one from Mavic Pro. Yeah, they do have that. I did see that. I'm sorry. Hang on, I got to get something to drink. No. The Unique has a one-hand remote control that will work on their Typhoon H, and I've told him about this. And there was also a workaround for the Spark as well too. And I had one of my other customers. I'm going to go back to him and see what his thoughts are regarding this, and try to put something together for him on that. I'm still, trying to get. And if you guys hear of anything, and that's one of the other things I want to let you guys. If you guys hear anything about handicap drone flying with one hand, now remember, my subscriber has a left hand, okay, not a right hand, but a left hand. So that's his challenge. And, as I demonstrated when I did that video, it's impossible to use the controller with one hand the way it is. And you need to do workarounds. And another one of my subscribers uses a mouse and had that hooked up for that. And, there is a lot to do that, and your range is limited, but at least you can fly, and at least you can do that. And I did contact DJI, and DJI, unfortunately, they don't have anything set up, but Unique does. And I reached out to Unique. I'm going to try reaching out to them again as well, to try to get some more information, because we all have most of us are blessed with our extremities and they're functioning, but I have two subscribers who aren't, and I want to be able to do things to help everybody. Nobody should not be able to fly. I mean, that's one of the things about this channel. I don't want to have any hindrances or physical barriers for you to be able to fly. You know what? And I'm hopeful. Unique. I give kudos to Unique. Unique, if you're watching tonight, thank you for what you're doing with that one-handed remote controller that enables a customer, a subscriber like mine and a viewer like mine to be able to use that one-handed. Let's just, I'll just get my phone up here, to be able to use that and to be able to, control a drone one-handed. How good is that? And be able to control most, if not all, the functions on there with one hand. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I'm all about that. So if anybody hears of any more solutions, I know I've got, like I said, I've gotten a couple, but if anybody here, and I know, Lon, you've provided some, and thank you for that. I appreciate that, Lon Denner. Thank you for contributing to that. We're going to kind of wrap things up here. If you have any questions after this, I'm going to pose a question of the day. My question of the day is there anything that you want to know in addition, to what we've talked about tonight regarding the event? Put it in the comments section, and I will definitely answer those questions for you. And if I don't know the answer, I will find somebody that does. Be watching out for later this week. I know I'm coming out with a flight video from spending some time with Rick. And Rick may be coming out with a video with me. I can't say. I'm smiling, so that should probably give you a clue. But Rick, if you're watching, again, thank you so much for that time. it was well worth the effort, the drive out there. My wife and I just absolutely thoroughly enjoyed our time. Hopefully next time we can spend some more time together. Maybe hopefully go out, catch a bite to eat and fly more. We really didn't have a long period of being able to fly, but we did, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the super chats, David Maud, Steve Carpenter. You guys rock. That'll really help the coffee fund. We greatly appreciate that. This was a great day. I mean, we finally have a date for the event. This is absolutely positively fantastic. What can I say? It's absolutely a great day. Whenever I get any more information, as far as, when I hear of others getting invitations and so forth, and myself as well, I'm going to get that information. I'll let you guys know about that. Again, the best way to ask me anything, anytime, is billthedronereviewer@gmail.com. I don't hide that email address. I want all of you to know that. I want all of you, if you ever have any questions about the production of the videos, anything drone related whatsoever, please don't hesitate to email me. I will do my best to get back to you same day. I do try to promise you guys that. If I don't, it's because I am extremely busy. Adam, you're welcome. Thank you guys. Starcop, I'm glad you were able to join tonight, Starcop. Thank you. Mike Brooks, thank you so much tonight. Thank you for being a great part of the channel. Steve, absolutely, thank you. Lon, yeah. So yeah, Steve, yeah, Lon, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm going to leave on that note. Thank you guys. You guys have done an incredible job trying to help me with my, handicapped subscriber. That's just, I can't say enough about that. That is just absolutely fantastic. That means the world to me. And I think, for those of us that are able to fly, like I just said, without having to worry about things like that, it makes you take a step back. You appreciate it. And that's why I'm still driven and I'm still passionate and to my subscriber to see about finding a solution. And I'm hopeful that maybe DJI, can maybe come around and provide some solutions in that space as well. Unique has. I would really love to see for them to be able to do this. So be watching I have a flight video coming out from my time with Rick. We have no Sunday afternoon Rotor Talk Live because this is an off weekend. Unless there is always, I don't really see between now and the event any more breaking news coming on. I mean, we found out everything. Everything's out there already. We're at the point, where it's almost like oversaturation. So what can I say? I don't know. So, be sure on the way out. Be sure you guys. I got 51 viewers out here tonight. I would love to get 51 likes from you guys. I think that would be fantastic. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. I think you find great content on my channel. I try to provide you a great variety of not just flying, but also some insight. I cover some topics like drone parachuting, FAA symposiums, drone insurance, just a whole host of different things. And I want to make sure that you guys get a well-rounded experience here on Bill the Drone Reviewer. So definitely, hit the like button. And if you really find what you've been watching and you're a first-time watcher to the show, welcome. And also, definitely, hit the bell and subscribe. Make sure you can get all the videos. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, I got that video coming out. I got some product reviews. I got a couple of tablet holders. I got a tablet holder and a phone holder from Freewell that I'm going to be doing. And who knows, maybe I might give those out. I don't know, maybe. But those videos will be coming out this weekend too. Any breaking news, I'll get it out to you guys. You guys have a great rest of your evening here. It's a little bit after 9 Eastern time. Thank you guys so much. We'll be looking forward to the events. Not that 16 days and the clock is ticking. So see you guys. Have a great evening.